What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining me today. Now I know I've been gone for a little while, but we're back. I also do apologize about the fan, but it is pretty cold right here in the Northwest, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave that on. Today we are gonna go ahead and do the fender flare install on the Silverado. Now I've had these for a couple years now. Actually about like a year and a half. They've just been waiting to go on the truck. If you guys have been paying attention to the previous videos, you guys know what all happened and what happened with the truck. But they've been sitting, they've just got a lot of dust on them. I've got the plastic I can peel off, the protective plastic, I just left it on there. We got all the necessary hardware. I'll show you guys a little bit later what those are. I don't think I'm gonna be using the gasket set that came with it, at least for now, because we're going in winter and I don't care. Because I've got to paint these and I've got to paint the truck. We'll get into more of that later on. So I sat the camera down and just kind of started peeling this off. As you can see, it's kind of like just like a primered black. Down here I've got the ones with the gloss still on it. Now I may regret that. Hopefully I won't. Not because it was just kind of protecting it from scratches and whatnot, but when I go to paint this, I'm gonna have to prep it anyway. So I'm gonna have to sand it, throw some adhesion promoter on there, prime it, and then block it out. And that's also why I went with the smooths. If you guys plan on painting them, I definitely recommend going with the smooth instead of getting the dimpled ones, because it is a giant pain trying to sand it down. It just takes longer than it really should. So definitely just try and find some smooth ones if you're gonna go the painted route. With that being said though, I know I'm gonna paint it eventually this spring though. I am gonna dip the whole truck. I've got dip waiting to go on it. I've had that for a while now as well. I've got all this stuff waiting to go on the truck and I'm just waiting for the time to be right, and I don't know, we'll get into that later. But for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys what hardware we're working with. Actually, speaking of mods, all of this is for the truck right here. I don't know where the rest of it went. I've got more at home. This one will probably be one of the next videos. We've got some lowering shackles right here. Now, before you guys flame me, you guys will hear me out. I'll go ahead and explain later on why I want to do lowering shackles. But here we go. So we don't need these right now. Get the bag open. And here's the little rivets, or beauty bolts, or whatever you guys want to call them. I got to go through and put them all in here. It shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Now I'm just going to go ahead and leave them chrome or whatever until the spring when I dip the truck. These are gonna go black, or I'm gonna find some black ones or paint these. I haven't quite thought that through yet. I just want to get these on the truck right now. So we'll go ahead and get these installed and then get the truck in here and we'll go from there. And there you have it, they're all done. Now it did take about a half hour to get them all unwrapped and then get all of the bolts in. Really wasn't bad at all. Very, very simple. Now for those of you that are wondering, I don't know if there's any of you out there, but just in case, the washer goes on the outside, not on the inside. Just in case any of you guys are wondering. So we're gonna go ahead and get the truck in now. All right, boys, we got the truck in the shop. Just in case you were new to the channel and haven't seen the truck, here she is without flares. Go up to the front. I've got a little bit of tire poke. Now the flares are a plus too, because they're gonna protect the tip. This thing's been getting wrecked. Always gotta protect the tip. If you guys didn't see the last video, I dipped these Brass Monkey. They're super dirty right now, so don't judge me on that. I'm really happy with how they came out though. So go ahead and check out that video if you're interested. On to the install. Now this is gonna be super easy. You just go ahead and line this up. Line these holes up with these holes under here. Now that is rough looking. Probably gonna have to put some primer on that. But yeah, just line these up. And then the kit came with like your standard little body clips. Now these are a little cheap because they broke when I was trying to, eventually that'll focus, but one of them broke when I was just trying to get it out of the package. So these are probably going to be short-lived until I can order some better ones. But I'll get the camera set up, we can get them in. Actually pretty happy with these. Now the install hardware stuff, that was garbage. Like half of them broke, thankfully, up in there, and I've tried and you cannot get the fenders off. You can't get the flares off, so they're on there nice. Thankfully they broke halfway in there, so I am gonna order up another install set or see if there's any at the dealership in town that I can get. But I'm really happy with how they came out. There's still a bit of tire poke. I'm okay with it though. The only thing I am concerned about is having to trim down in there. I might have some tire rub. Not that big a deal, we can get in there and clean it up. If that becomes a thing, I'll go ahead and show you guys how I go about it in a different video. But yeah, I'm really happy with how these came out. Give the truck a little bit of a different look. Hopefully for the better. Now you guys will see right here what I was talking about earlier with the drop shackles. This is kind of what I was expecting. I don't like how high that is out back because I did lower the front end a little bit, and I don't like the rake look at all. You can't really tell in here, but it kind of sits like an 80s muscle car, and I'm not okay with that. So I'd rather it be level or even squatted a little bit. I love that pre-runner look. But hopefully tomorrow we can get it out, and I'll show you guys what it looks like outside the shop. It's just too dark right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side on. All right guys, we got just a little bit of break in the rain, and we've got a little bit of sun trying to poke through, just enough to mess with my eyes, so that's why we've got the glasses on. But we got the truck outside. I think she came out great. I'm really happy with the flares actually. Like I said last night, I really wanted to squat the back though. I think that'll help bring it all in together. Let me know what you guys think about squatting it. I'm sure some of you are against it, some of you like it. Should be a good idea to know what the majority of you guys think. But yeah, she came out great. Now I did notice a little bit of rubbing down in here. I'm gonna have to go ahead and trim that tab off. I'll go ahead and do a video on that later. It's really not that big a deal. There's just a little bit of rubbing. We can go ahead and get that taken care of, like I said. But let me know what you guys think about the flares. If I should go a different route with them, or if you guys just like the set I've got. Also, let me know if you guys want to see updates on the truck or any of the builds or the shop or whatever. I try to only make videos on the installs. But if you guys want an update on how things are going, like the truck right now, we're still having a little bit of tuning issues. I know, it's just, I'll explain later in a video. I will make a video about that. I think we've got it figured out. I know I've said that 100 times, but just wait for the other video, I'll explain more. So if you guys have any questions about this install, any of the other installs, go ahead and message me on Instagram if you want, or just comment below. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great night.